What is up, Who Dat Nation? My name is Andrew, and we're going to be coming at you with another Saints film study. And this one's going to be about Malcolm Brown, the new Saints defensive tackle, really a nose tackle. He's going to be that run stopper that the Saints, are going to get. He's going to be replacing Tyeler Davidson. I think this is an upgrade for the Saints. I really do believe that. And when you're looking at it, I do like the stuff that Malcolm Brown does. It's very similar to what Davidson does. It's kind of just a step up. And we're going to show you all the traits that I think that he's going to use to the Saints, and the Saints are going to be really happy with. And then you're going to see it, in games in September. You're going to see these tendencies, and you're going to see him, get through the pocket, and he can push the pocket really well. And he's really good run defender, like really, really good. I think one of the best in the game when you're watching all the film. And we're just going to come at you with a couple of plays. We're going to do a couple of plays from this year and then a couple of plays from the years past because he just had one hell of a game I got to show you in 2017 in December. It was Christmas Eve against the Bills. It was just a wonderful game there. It really was. I mean, when you watch it, a lot of great sacks. He had a sack, and then he did a good job pushing back the pocket. But we're going to show you a game this year first where I think he does a really good job of pushing the pocket and also has some lateral movement to make plays for short gains in the run game. And we're just going to go right into this one here. So here we are in our first game, Patriots versus Jaguars. And we're just going to play this play here. It's in the beginning of the fourth quarter, and Malcolm Brown's going to make a really nice play. I'm going to let you guys watch it, and then we're going to play it back, and I'll break it down for what Malcolm Brown is doing here and how he's really the key to this play. Really good job by filling the gap, but I'm going to show you guys from the other angle because this angle is obviously a much better angle here. And that's just a wonderful play. And when we play it back here, I do want to tell you guys, like, this is a really good job because when you look at it, this is what he's going to do. Right, let's stop it right there. Let me pull it back because I think this is just a really good job by him. The lateral quickness that he has is really good. Let me just get the exact moment right here where he breaks through the block. Right, it's going to be right there. When he breaks through that block, right by this guard here, and then he just breaks right through it, and he's gonna he moves quicker than your guard here, and he makes the play basically with one hand against the Jaguars running back Yeldon in this one. And look at that, and then he stops him full in his tracks, makes the play, and then he finishes it off. Really wonderful play here. To me, it just shows when you play it back from the beginning. It's just a really good job because when you look at it, we're gonna do it in the slow motion here. He's gonna see which way the run's gonna go, and then the lateral quickness to jump off the block, fill the gap, and make a really, really nice play. That's what we want. Our players to make. Tyeler Davidson did make similar plays, but sometimes a little slow to it, and he's not as fast as Brown is there. That is a 1 yard to no yard game. It was like a half-yard gain, and maybe that would have been 2 yards against Davidson. I'm sorry there. So to me, it's a very good job. It's going to help the Saints to save some yards. Maybe it's only 1 or 2, but that could be the difference in some games. And that was just a really nice play. Great play recognition by him. Really good lateral quickness, breaking through the block, and then finish it off with a great tackle and doesn't let the running back have a couple of broken tackles there. So that's just a really good job by Brown. So now we're going to move over to our next play, and it's going to be Patriots versus Bills here, and it's going to be where Malcolm Brown gets this sack here. He's going to do a really nice job. So it's recognition. This really is recognition here, and that's why you want a veteran-type player there because he has great recognition here, and then his closing speed and able to tackle a quarterback, his finishing ability is obviously really, really good, and you're going to see it in this play here. So I'm just going to show you guys both angles, and we're going to break it down. Let it focus in. So Brown's going to be right here. And look at that. Doesn't let him escape. Huge play really good play by Malcolm Brown here. He just doesn't let him escape. An amazing play by Brown, and to me it just shows how good he can be there. And look at that, play recognition perfect. Then he's just chasing after Tyeler Taylor, and then he finishes the play here. Because I mean, watching it from this angle, you're gonna see right here he notices it, and then obviously a little miscommunication here, and then he sees the hole. He's just gonna go right up through there, and then he's gonna it's just a really nice play. And then this finishing ability, like it's one-on-one. A 300-pounder versus Tyrod Taylor, a huge runner, and he's a very elusive player. He's not gonna. He should be able to get through a defensive tackle, and maybe he's running for 10 yards. But look at this agility play right here to take him down. Really nice play, good tackling technique. Grabs him by the legs and does not let him go. He deserves to celebrate with his teammates. Really good job there. I mean, the play, you just see it. We're going to watch the play one more time. We're just going to pause at every place where, this is good stuff here. Really good stuff. And this is, I think, what the Saints need. So he starts out from the left point. He could play the left, could play the right from the Saints. But I think he's definitely going to play in that center area. They're going to be playing 3-4 just like the Saints. And then right there, let's even back it up a little more. Let's back it up to like here. Right there, he notices the play recognition. It's not a run play. It's going to be a play action. And then he's going to basically see the hole and run right through it. Right here, he's at the tackling point. He's going to finish this tackle through, grabs him by the leg, brings him down. What a play. And that's just a really good job by Malcolm Brown. And this is what the Saints are getting. Tyeler Davidson's not making that play. As much as I love Tyeler Davidson, he's not making that play. The Saints are getting a veteran-type player, really a prime player. He's right in his prime, and this is huge, and that's going to be the reason that the Saints are going to be upgrading the position. Davidson maybe would have went with the play action there. It's very hard to see that. And when you have that veteran-type player, the play recognition, the closing speed, the finishing ability, and then his lateral quickness, who we saw in the last play, it's going to show that he's a he's a force to be reckoned with inside. He's definitely one of the best nose tackles, net tacklers here. I mean, look, he's not going to be like, top 2 or top 5, not the elite, but I think he's, above average. He can maybe even squeak at number 10, but I think he's like definitely above average. If Davidson was like 15, I think he's like 12 or 11, so it's definitely a good upgrade. Maybe we bring him into that top 10, maybe, but it's very tough to rank those guys. But to me, overall, really good job there by Brown. Really, this whole that whole season, he did a really good job. Last year, he was good too. Just didn't have any sacks, but he's pushing the pocket really well. And then we're just going to show you one last play here of just his ability to not only fill a gap, but to get penetration and create a tackle for loss. So we're going to do our last play here for Malcolm Brown. It's going to be the same game. Patriots, Buffalo is going to be a little earlier in the game, and you're going to see this penetrating ability and his ability to make a tackle, and he's going to get a help by the linebacker, but just a really good play to stop this. And this is the plays that the Saints are going to need for tackle or loss, and then it can get you into the 3rd and longs, which could cause Cam Jordan to get his sacks that he needs. So this is just a really good play by Brown, and you're going to see it. We're going to show you both angles, and then we're going to break it down. So Brown's going to be right here, and look at that. Manhandles that right guard, excuse me. Really good play, and that's just what you want to see. Just a really solid play. You're gonna see from this angle too. He's gonna be lined up right here, and you're definitely gonna see it. Just goes right through. Basically, it was a double team, and he still got through it. Really nice job here. So now we're gonna break it down. We're gonna do it from the second angle because I think it's just easier to see. So basically, lined up. You would think it's one-on-one. And then it's going to be this stump play, basically, where he's going to get double teamed. He's got this guy, and he's got this guy. And maybe it's miscommunication, but they're really a double team. So he's not only going to take this double team to have someone else make the play, but he's going to take the double team, get by, splits the defenders almost, and then finishes really nicely, gets help from number 52 there, and it's just a really nice play. It's going to show lateral movement. It's going to show how he can get through tackles. He's going to overpower your inside guards, and then he's going to make a play. Really nice job, and he didn't whiff or anything. It just shows you, great player. He's a great job by moving the line of scrimmage, winning on the line of scrimmage, getting to the running back, and finishing. That's what a nose tackle has to do, and Brown is really, really solid at it. So that's just, to me, a really good job there. So, with all that said, I think it's time to wrap up this film study. If you like these film studies and you just like our podcast as well, you can follow us on Twitter at the Who Dat Dis, on Instagram at Who Dat Discussion, and Podomatic at the Who Dat Discussion as well. And then also you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, especially if you guys want these film studies. If you want to see them, come to YouTube. That's where they're gonna be, and we're gonna do the whole free agents. Every free agent the Saints got, we're going to do a film study. We're going to start off with Malcolm Brown, just go every free agent the Saints got in order of when they officially sign them. So that's what we're going to do there. Also, you guys can follow our podcast on Spotify, Google Play, and iTunes on there. So that's all on there. Give us the 5 out of 5s on iTunes if you like the podcast. And if you guys just like the film studies, definitely come back to YouTube, comment, do all that fun stuff, hit that notification bell. But I think our next film study is probably going to be Mario Edwards Jr. Actually, it's going to be Latavius Murray. I'm sorry. But our next defensive player is going to be Mario Edwards Jr., another defensive tackle. And really, he's like that flex guy. He can flex out as well into defensive end. So we're going to look at him and really the defensive tendencies that he'll bring to this team, because I think he'll be a really nice player, especially when David Onyemata is out. He's going to be that role player, depth player that the Saints need. So to me, it's a really good move there. But overall, with Malcolm Brown, he's going to be a really good addition to the Saints. I think the Saints, they did pay him 3 years, $15 million. Maybe could have gotten for a little less, but they're not giving him a big cap hit, so maybe that's why they gave him a little money in the long run. So to me, overall, really good signing. I think he's going to be an above-average player for the Saints. I think he's going to be better than Davidson. And you just see it. He's got the play recognition. He's got lateral quickness. He can get through blocks, and he can make and finish tackles. That's what we want to see. So with all that said, I want to say thank you, prove him right, and who dat?